Hello, hello, greetings, greetings, greetings. Happy Tuesday night and welcome, welcome, welcome to all the family members from the Daphne's Movement community. Hey, 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 Jennifer. I see you there. I look forward to you joining me on on YouTube as well. Welcome, welcome to my new time slot and new day. Yes, we are now going to be on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights and Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. And in the morning time at 9 a.m. we are on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube via StreamYard. I'm super excited. Hello, my sister from Connecticut. How are you doing, Nicole? It's good to see you guys. Kindly, kindly tap the screen and share the live for me on all of the platforms. I consulted with a new coach last week and learned something. I found out that the majority of my folks, thank you for sharing, Queen. I understand that majority of my people are on at this time of the night, and this is the time I need to be on if I'm looking to grow myself. Hi, come. Hello, Queen Sonia over on Facebook as well. Glad to see you. Share on Facebook, and when you get to TikTok, kindly share as well. For those of you who might be encountering me for the first time, who am I? I'm Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am a spiritual healer. I'm your why and soul purpose coach, consultant, and mentor. I am here to guide you. I'm super excited about what I do. I am on a mission to build the Daphne's movement because guess what? We got work to do. I want to give thanks to my friend and colleague Dr. Simone Mason for that stellar testimonial that they gave me, and also for my new client that Chantel that gave me that testimonial on my Booksy account. Thank you, Queens. Thank you so very much. And for those of you who have gotten any kind of encouragement, if you have had readings with me, yes. And if you have had readings with me or any kind of consultation, I am looking for you to do a testimonial. You don't need to go into detail to tell in the testimonial your business, but just say whether or not you had gotten an advantage or value out of what it is that you did for I did for you. So welcome again, welcome. Tonight's conversation, share the live so we can get some people in here. Tonight's conversation is about what universal laws are our successes connected with. And I am so glad that the Spirit is having me to speak on this because for way too long I have heard religious people, well, let me rephrase that. I've heard Christian people hate on people who do not go to church, who do not practice Christianity, yet they are extremely successful, wealthy, and healthy. So I am glad that the universe is having me to have this conversation tonight. And I want you to jot down the things that I will be mentioning. Those of you on YouTube, you'll see I have a list in there. Those of you on TikTok, I am running simultaneously. For those of you on TikTok, I want you to jot them down. As I share them, they are not in any order. I just want you to get the information. It's not what's one or two. It's just that you get the information. So share the live, tap the screen, guys, because you know when you tap the screen, we get more people into the live. I am running both simultaneously. I'm not going to be ending on YouTube and come to TikTok. I am on both of them at the same time. So when you see me going back and forth, that's what I am looking at. So I want to wait until we get some more people over on TikTok because we have 9 people there. And I want to get some more people there because I don't want to really go back over the information when I share it. So if you guys could help me by tapping the screen, and for those of you on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook, if you guys could go ahead and share and invite, it will help us. That is what help us to get more people in to hear the live. We need people to hear. It's good when they get it from the replay, but it's good when they are here to have their input into the conversation and they can clearly understand what this is for. Because you know what? Too many of us, and I'm saying us, including myself, because for years I was in that category. Many of us are being misled and misinformed. Misled and misinformed. Many of us are also manipulated. And it's not in the universal laws. I'm just sharing these points as we build our numbers over and I'm not seeing Queen Sonia. I think she's not on. She's signed into Facebook, but she's not here. She's probably doing her TikTok live. So, guys over there, the moderators that are there, tap the screen and share the live so we can get on the For You page. So, I know that after I mention all of these universal laws, it is going to blow the lid off of your belief system. It's going to be blowing the lid off of your belief system because of how the misinformation and the teachings that we have been getting over the years. Let me tell you, boy, there's some things that I had to unlearn and relearn. And I know that many of you are in the same situation. There are many lessons that you have to unlearn. You have to also declutter your mind and your belief system. Okay, there she is. Hi, hey, I thought you were doing your live. Thank you for coming. So I just want us to get on the For You page and build our numbers there. I hope I got the time right. I hope I was 7. I think it said the highest time my people are here are 7. So go ahead, guys. Tap the screen, share the live, Let's get some people here so we can start this conversation. So, and I I also realize that as we have this conversation tonight around universal laws and our success, it is going to give many of the listeners, it is going to give you your sense of freedom. It's not morning now, it's evening. It Oh, you said evening. My mistake. That's what I get for being nosy. It is going to give you all your freedom because many of you, like me, have been misled over the years. You know, some of us born into families and hearing those things, and we are held hostage by them, and we are not looking how to heal and to let go from those things. So I just want to help you to begin the healing process and how you can really tap into your successes. So go ahead, guys. Get some folks up in here. So we are looking to begin the conversation around what universal laws are our successes tied into. All right? So I'm going to leave the sharing and the tapping to you guys over there. Let us get on the Hey Janelle, I was just going to say I saw Janelle today and she said she was going to hear. Welcome, Queen. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get on the For You page. Let's get on the For You page so we can have some folks up in here. All right? So, again, the laws that I will be pointing out to you, they are not listed in any order. I just want for you to note them, and I also encourage everyone to please, please, please apply them in your own life. Apply them in your own lives. Okay? Now, the first universe, before I go into that one, remember, I have said to you that over my career, I encounter many individuals in the Christian faith who hate on folks who do not go to church, they do not practice Christianity, yet they are extremely successful. Do you know anybody like that? Have you ever heard any Christian folks? They used to say that about Oprah Winfrey. I don't know if any of you have ever heard that talk. People used to say Oprah is not born again, yet she have all that wealth. Has any of you ever heard that said before? I know I'm not the only one who are hearing those things. Well, let me clear the myth. Universal laws are not only intended for people who practice Christianity. Universal laws are not only intended for those who classify themselves as born again. Universal laws are not only for the people who are water baptized. and all the list goes on. So set yourself free of that belief. Universal laws is just that. Guys, I want you guys to invite Tasha P49 and Isaac. Universal laws are just that. They are universal. They are for everybody. They are for the unsaved, the unbaptized. They are for gays. They are for lesbians. They are for the people who are shocking up. They are for any human being. That's why they are universal laws. So, you don't have to go to church every day. You don't have to be speaking in tongues to get the advantage of universal laws. Are you guys hearing me? Are you getting it? Am I communicating clearly with you? Universal laws are just that. Universal laws is what it is. Thank you for sharing the live. Many of us are living in poverty because we are being manipulated and misfed all of these man-made teachings. And because of that, we cannot prosper because we are given precedence over the man-made laws versus the universal laws. So can I ask you to now give yourselves the permission to begin to implement the universal laws in your life? Can you take the responsibility to undo all of those learnings, to declutter your belief system, to do an overall on your mindset so you can begin to operate in your universal greatness? Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Listen, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Some of you will probably be dishonoring belief in your families because you came into your family and that's the way it's been. So who am I to go against the grid with them? No, the box stops here and it takes you to make the difference. So let us look at the universal law of love. Who are we supposed to love? And I want you to interact with me. Who are we supposed to love? And whichever platform you're on, I want you to jot it in the comments. Who are we supposed to love? Did you understand that universal love is a universal law? Did you know that? Did you know that each and every one of us that is birthed on this earth, that we came with universal love? We need to love ourselves and we need to love everybody. Exactly. And you know what? Both of those statements is difficult for a lot of people. Many people cannot love themselves. And for that reason, they cannot love each other. That might be a oops for some people. Why is it a oops for some people? Because of the way others has treated you. They mistreated you. They told you you are less than. They tell you you're not worthy. They tell you you're second best. They tell you all the mistakes that you have gone through. And for those reasons, you feel that you're not worthy. But let me tell you tonight, you are worthy. You are worthy because you're a child of the universe. You are worthy. You're that and a bag of chips. You're brilliant. You're worthy. And because that you are a child of the universe, and because you are worthy, you have the right to withdraw from your universal bank account. Daddy is not blocking you out. Daddy did not take you and I out of the will. We have right to our universal legacy. We have right to the universal legacy. So don't let anybody tell you that you're not entitled. You are entitled. So, whomever put love yourself, look in the mirror and ask yourself, do I love the person that is looking back at me? Today, my friend from Australia sent me a video of a gentleman who is doing the mirror challenge. And I have to do it later on. I share that to everybody. So I want you guys to look at that and take that challenge. It is simply but profound. All he's telling is to stand 6 inches in front of the mirror and look in one eye for 5 minutes. Let me tell you something. I've had clients sitting in my chair in my office when I had a traditional office. And when I tell them to look in the mirror at the person that's looking back at them and say, I love you, they could not do it. They hold the mirror in front of them and they close their eyes. That's how much they hate the person looking back at them. So before you think about going out to love another man and another woman, I want you to embrace loving yourself. Share the live. Get some people in here. Get some folks in here. Share the live and embrace love, knowing that you have that birthright to accept love for yourselves. And as you begin to love yourselves, you are preparing to begin to love others. The next universal truth I want to talk about is kindness. Kindness. Kindness comes in many forms, not only in material things, kindness of word and deeds. Encouragement is kindness. Kindness for some people might just be a handshake, an embrace, a phone call. For others, it could be an item. Whatever kindness is. Kindness is also not gossiping about somebody else's business. Kindness is When you hear something that's negative about somebody, zip your mouth, do not spread it, because what? You don't know whether it's true or not. Kindness is not gossiping and spreading rumor. Kindness is also lifting others up. When somebody accomplishes something, that's the time you begin to share. When something good happens, not when you hear that Mary Jane is sleeping with Dorothy's husband. Zip it. You want to be kind? You call Mary Jane and say, listen, let's go to lunch. And you address the matter with her. Not to tear her down, but to lift her up. So we spoke about love. We spoke about kindness. And now let us look at forgiveness. Who do we forgive? Who do we forgive? Who do we forgive? Come on, come true, come true. Who do we forgive? I know that in my work, it is so easy for folks to forgive others. Yet it is very challenging to forgive themselves. Each and every one of us need to cut ourselves some slack. You forgive others, yet the most important person, you are not cutting them a slack. So remember, as you are forgiving, get into the mode of forgiving yourself first. So we went through love, we did kindness, we did forgiveness. Number 4 is service to others. Service to others. Those of you that are here, you are moderators, you come here, that is service to others. Not only are you serving me, but you are serving the people in the chat. You're answering their questions, and you are exchanging positive vibes. I'm serving you because I come here and I share my knowledge and my wisdom with you, and I learn from you as well. So, universal laws that will improve our success: love, kindness, forgiveness, service to others. Service to others. Moving right along, let's now look at patience. Ooh, boy. That's a oops for me. Patience. Oops. Oops. Patience. Have you ever found yourself in a position where you're saying, when is such and such a thing going to unfold? Why is it taking so long? I've been working so hard. And the list goes on and on and on. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. However, patience is not something that we adopt readily and willingly, because we live in a microwave society. Do you remember when we used to make popcorn in a Dutch oven? We used to put a little oil, heat up the Dutch oven, put the kernel in, cover it, and it pop, 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 pop. You know when it's done because the lid lifts and you don't hear any more popping. Pop, 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 pop. But now, we don't have to do that. We get the popcorn in the bag already made, right? So many of us, we get into the popcorn mentality and we want everything in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Listen, we are having this conversation because we need to wake up and we need to understand it's not laziness is preventing you. It's not anybody else standing in your way. What is standing between you and your success is you not embracing all of the simple universal laws. Universal laws. And I want you to put on your paper and I want you to tell yourself that whether or not you ever set foot in a church again for the rest of your life, you still have access to universal principles and universal laws. You all notice the drug dealers? The drug dealers, they are successful. They don't fit into the mold of Christian people, but they are successful. They'll stand on the corner and they patiently wait for somebody to ride up. And guess what? They share with other people and their business begin to prosper. Many of them grow up in the church, but they no longer go to the church. But guess what? They make the drug money and they bless their mama with a nice place to live. And their business grow. Don't be going out there to say that I'm promoting drug dealing, because that's not what. And it is not even right to put that label on them. Why would you have to add, we're talking about universal principles. Why would you have to put successful criminals? The universe is not criminalizing anybody. Let's stay focused on the principles. Universal laws allow you to manifest whether society see you as a criminal or not. It's not for us to judge anybody. We got to unlearn and relearn and adopt new mindset. That's why I'm saying don't go out and say that I'm promoting drug dealing, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm breaking down the universal laws for you guys. Can anyone sit here and tell me that they don't know any drug dealer who does not go to church, who does not practice, they are successful in business? Can anybody say that? We got to look in our own hearts. Let's focus on ourselves. It's the lesson. Learn the lesson. Learn the principles. Learn the lesson. Learn the principles. learn the lessons, learn the principles, break down universal laws. Well, that's what we are doing now. Oh, breaking down universal laws. Okay, I misread that. Oh, the Spirit just dropped this inside of me. Do you think that the preachers who are taking the money that their members give to the church only for those benefits are any more honest than the people who are selling the drug? Oops! Oh, that did not come from me. The Spirit just dropped that in me to vocalize. I was repeating. My apologies, Queen. I realized that I got to learn not to read everything out. So, what Spirit just said to me, the leaders, the preachers who are robbing the money from the church, are they any more lawful and legal than the people who are selling the drug and blessing other people? You don't have to answer me. Answer the Spirit on that one. Let's get some folks in here. Come on. Get some people in here. So we spoke about love, kindness, forgiveness, service to others, patience we just spoke about. Let's look at persistence. How many of you are quitting in the middle because you think you have been doing this too long? You don't have to admit. That's right. That's right. So let us not be too quick to point the fingers at those who we think unworthy, because the universe is rewarding them because they're doing their universal practices. They are adopting exactly. They are adopting and implementing the universal laws. Persistence is another difficult one for us because we live in the microwave result. We want it yesterday. We want it yesterday. And those are the reasons why people become what we call red eye. Red eye in Jamaica is envious. Share the live, invite. Envious. Because we can't be persistent, then we become envious to others. And they're doing their own thing, moving right along, doing what they're supposed to do, adopting their universal laws, and building, minding their own business, building, adopting universal laws, building. Easy does it. I'm going on my way. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not watching Sonia. I'm not watching Jennifer. I'm just doing me. I'm going along. I'm doing what I have to do. I cook some soup. I'm dropping a bowl over for my two neighbors. I pick some orange. I'm going to share some with my neighbor. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. The universal I'm on the highway of success. I'm taking my time because there's no traffic jam here. I'm going little by little. I'm just going. I don't care how long it takes me. I know I have these universal principles on my side. I know once I do those things, no one can derail me. No one. Absolutely no one can derail me. Now, you got to believe in yourself. You know that the universe did not make a copy of any of us. Do you know that each and every one of us are originals? There's not one of us that's a copy. Those of you who are twins or even triplets, you're not a copy. You are as unique as they come. So don't allow anybody to tell you you're a copy. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourselves. Everything that you and I need to be successful, we already have it. We might be ignoring it, but we already have each and everything that we need to become successful. And guess what? There are folks who are assigned to help us pull those things out of us. You know that there's somebody who sees our greatness even when we don't see it. Did you know? There's always somebody seeing all of your greatness when you don't see it. And when you hold that belief in your heart and you follow your sense of discernment, when that person or those people show up in your life to guide you, bam, your buzzer goes off. And you said, I know you were coming. I didn't know when, but I know we would connect. It could be in any of these chats. It could be on any of these platforms. You meet people on here and bam, you get interlocked. You become like family. You don't know why, but you become like family. Yes, we have all the tools. We need to get focused and tap into using them. Everything we need, ladies and gentlemen, is outlined in that blueprint. The blueprint that we got at birth. You know, when the sperm fertilized the egg that brought us into this life, you know it was not by accident. You saw how many sperm and how many eggs was swimming around in that pool. Yet you and I are the only ones that was fertilized. The only ones that was fertilized. And here we are today for a reason. The universe said, yes, I know that Sonia is good for that. That Jennifer is good for that. That Daphne with that big mouth, she's good for this. Yeah. Let us give life to them. You were born for a purpose. You were born for a purpose. So believe in yourself. Last but by no means least, understand who and why you are. Why are you here? you on this for your pretty looks? You think you're only on this earth to be a good sexual partner for your spouse? You think you're only on this earth to cook delicious gourmet meals for your family? You think you're only on this earth to sit your grandkids? Do you think you're only on this earth to serve in the church? You think you're only in this earth to volunteer? No! Each and every one of us has a greater responsibility. We have a greater responsibility. So I tell you, if you did not anything from this conversation, look in the mirror and tell yourself you are here for a greater responsibility than you have acknowledged over your X amount of years, whatever year old you are or year young. If you are 13, look in the mirror and said, I know I have a greater responsibility than I have taken control of for the past 13 years. And for some of you, you have large number like myself. You all remember I shared that 62 years it took me to take on all of the responsibility that I'm called for. But I'm telling you, I am so appreciative that the universe has allowed me a second chance to take control of the responsibilities that I am called for. To take control of the responsibilities I am called for. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Start applying one or two of these universal laws. And they're not hard. I did not share anything with you tonight that you did not know about. You are just being disobedient in honoring them. You are not meant to be like everybody else. You are meant to be standing out. Be unapologetic about your boldness. It's okay to stand out. It's okay to be the red dot on a white table linen. It's okay. People are supposed to see from a distance. People are supposed to see you from a distance. Because when they are seeing you from a distance and they are able to vibrate at your frequency, then you become a magnet. You become the magnet that draws them. And the more you draw them to you, the more you draw them to you, the more you begin to connect. And the more you begin to connect, the more you begin to manifest. The more you begin to manifest, the more you become successfully. And the circle keeps going around, going around, going around, because what? You're manifesting, you're attracting the right people, you're building together. And before you know it, you are teaching and leading others to identify their brilliance and their greatness. You begin to manifest gifts and talents that you did not know you have. You begin to wipe your eyes and you're saying, oh, what took me so long? What took me so long? It's okay. It's not how long it took you. The important thing is that you are now honoring these universal laws and you are implementing what you are supposed to implement. All right, anybody have any questions? Go ahead. We have about 10 minutes remaining. We have another 10 minutes. We are going to go until an hour. So go ahead at 8 o'clock. It's 10 minutes to 8 my time. Anybody have a question? Write it in the box. Write it. Oh, if you want to send a guest request, I can open the box and you can come in there. You need to speak loudly so the people on YouTube can hear your live comments. So anybody wants to come in the box, kindly send the guest request and come on in. Come on in. All right? Come on in. All right. So let's recap while I'm waiting on somebody to come in the box. Who wants to come in the box? Come on in the box. Now you all can't say you just wake up because it's nighttime now. So you all don't have any excuse about, all the excuses that you all use. Who wants to come in the box? Come on in the box and send the guest request. Come on in. Come on in. We have 9 minutes remaining. So I hope, no ma'am, I hope you all will begin to apply these universal principles because they are there for us to use. We are supposed to use them. And you know what? Those of you who are raising children, when you begin to adopt these universal principles, the children too will also be learning from you. So you won't have to find yourself always repeating things to them because what? Children live what they learn. They begin to see mom and dad doing these amazing things. And before you know it, they are doing these great things that you say, oh, where did you learn that? Oh, I saw my mom. I saw my dad did that. I saw my mom. I saw my dad did that. And that's how I begin to do the same thing. That is brilliant parenting. It relieves you of the stress, and you are teaching them. They won't have to question. You are teaching them, and they know that that's the right thing to do. Listen. Now remember, I am on live on TikTok, 7 p.m. at Eastern, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And I'm on YouTube every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. All right? I look forward to seeing those of you who are available. If you are not, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel because what I do on YouTube in the mornings is different from what I do here at nights. So you'll be able to get 2 teachings. All right? So again, guys, we have 6 more minutes. Does anyone have any question? Anyone wants to come in the box? The box. I want to thank everybody. Kindly share the live, whichever platform you're on. Share with the content with others so they too can begin to apply these universal principles. Can you imagine when we all begin to apply these principles and begin to manifest all of this greatness? And we're going to go back and remember the broadcast we were on March the 22nd. March the 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we remember that conversation we had. That is what fuel the energy into us, turning our life and our business around. So please do not take this conversation lightly. Do not take it with a grain of salt. But I want for you to go out there and apply it with all of your brilliance so that you can manifest all of what you are called to manifest. All that you're called to manifest. All right, guys. So remember, follow me on Instagram at Diva Coach Daphne, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok. And just in case you forget, I am on so many other platforms. You can click on my Booksy link and you'll be able to connect with me and all those other platforms. Why? Because I am Googleicious. You can find me all out there on social media. Yes, it was my intention to help to trigger some sense of urgency in you. I was here to help you to begin to feel uneasy where you're sitting and where you're standing. I came here tonight to disrupt your pattern that you have had for all these years. I came here tonight to let you know that you deserve so much better than what you've been giving to yourself. I'm here tonight to give you permission to claim all of your excellence. Why? Because you were born for greatness. You were not born for mediocrity. You were not born for mediocrity. So I want you to begin to tap into all of your universal laws. Love you guys. And guess what? There's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. I will see you on the next broadcast. Regardless of what platform you're on, grant me the favor and please, please leave your notifications on. I look forward to seeing you on this broadcast the next time, regardless of what platform you're on. Share the link with others because you and I aren't the only one who is sitting comfortable in being uncomfortable. So let us share this information with others because they too will be able to benefit from all of what we have said here tonight. I do hope that this was valuable to you. I look forward to reading your comments and your feedback on each of my pages. So long, know that you have work to be done. Be true to yourself. Be true to who you are. And know that the only person that is standing in your way is the person who is looking back at you in the mirror. Goodbye. I'll see you on the next live.